If you say it in the street, it's a knockout. If you say it in a tweet, it's a cop-out. Baby, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. We're looking at peak hurricane season. For what reason? Good defense. Yeah. Good defense. I'm feeling pretty good today, and I am hoping you are feeling pretty good as well. I just hit a couple of buttons, and we are monitoring shiz as we take steps into peak hurricane season. We are now looking at the GFS-06Z model run, which is the latest model run fresh off the press. We will notice that my much ballyhooed mid-September Neptune opposition hurricane looks to be still on the board at about the time detected, protected, projected, and selected. Plus, the hurricane that I got wrong on the 23rd has shown up about a week later. And so all the naysayers and haters and people who like it when I get one wrong would just like to say it has been tradition for me to be about a month ahead of time. And so I'm trying to improve on that. And me improving on it in any way, shape, or form is improvement. And so I've been saying we're going to see hurricanes. Other people have been saying we're not going to be seeing hurricanes. And I want to remind you that like 3 years ago, this field was nowhere near as crowded. And it's gotten to American Idol levels with some KGB, MI6, Mossad, Stratford, MAGA tricks and turns in this real-life adventure that is the end of One Crazy Summer 2019. We've had volcanoes, major freaking earthquakes in July on the West Coast, as predicted by I. And look at these rain bands, man. I'm feeling good. I walked 4 miles yesterday. I walked 3.5 miles today. I hung out with the sun. I sang. I danced. Drank some coffee. I bought a kolache. Thank you, guys. I couldn't have bought that kolache and 2 donuts and a coffee without you. I'm getting healthier mentally, physically, spiritually, as we are on day 10.5 of Jupiter going forward. Thank you, Jesus. Things are crazy. Things are wild. And with all the gas giants on the same side, expect pure wackiness up until the election and probably after that. So it is good time to be awesome. Asteroid Fight Club, you know what I'm talking about. And for the shit spewers who like to say crappy things to other people to make them feel bad, I want to remind you that out of the 10 most absolute beautiful women in the world, at least 5 to 7 of them watch my channel on a semi-regular basis. So that gives me incentive to be all charming and stuff. Plus, people like get a job. And so that's what I'm doing, dude. I'm going to walk 10,000 steps every day for 10 days and get in shape, get healthy, get beautiful. And I'm going to be a part-time supermodel for healthy masculinity. Now I'd like to tell you about this thing that I got wrong, which is a hurricane in the Gulf Coast on the 23rd. But this model is showing it in the exact same spot I've been talking about since January, which is another reason I thought we'd see it. In where Texas meets Mexico, in the invisible lines that divide us all. I love you, Texas. And I love you, Mexican women. Dudes are pretty cool, too. Igualmente. Okay. Now, look at that rain band, man. So you have... Let me go back. I'm going to dial it back a bit because I got some teaching to do. All right. I don't know if you can... I haven't really been in a good mood in a long freaking time, so I don't know if you're going to be able to handle it. But it's okay. We all change. Our tastes change, right? And so... if somehow you outgrow me, I understand. Or somehow I outgrow you, I understand. I understand. Okay. What is it talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like, this is the crazy, like, I've been doing this for 7 years. And even though everyone has surpassed me in numbers and views and stuff, Google math doesn't fucking matter at all, man. I've seen some of those most beautiful women up close. And they're beautiful. That's way better than views. Okay. And so, look at this thing, dude. This is what, I mean, for like a bunch of years now, I've just been talking about how these rain bands are growing exponentially. So it's not just the hurricanes. There's also the rain bands. And look how that's almost. And so the reason I thought we would see a hurricane, because at the tail of one of these Quetzalcoatl storms, see this? Boom. I wouldn't be surprised to see a hurricane show up. And so that's why I got it wrong on the 23rd, but I may have been off by 10 days. I might even be off by a month. But I definitely think, and I've been saying this since January, that is 8 months, bro. We could see a hurricane right about there. Sometime into San Antonio. My boy Jack Steele, are you still around? Go get your balls back out of that mason jar and let's go have some fun, bro. All right, that kind of looks like a foot over there. Yeah. I'm single, never been married, got no kids, but my balls have never been severed from my body. Okay. I almost made a joke, but I forget a lot of families do watch this, so I try to keep it as borderline PG-13 as possible. Although, if you are under 18, you should not be watching without your parents' supervision, because this is serious stuff we're talking about. People may die in this hurricane season. Thousands. We lost 5,000 in 2017, Puerto Rico. And as Planetary Defense Commander, I don't want to lose any people. So this is us looking at the 0Z6 run. You remember the Neptune opposition? I said that's when we will see that rolling off. The model run showed this before, and so this is about the place, the time, the zone. So our northeast hurricane, we are on the clock. We got 3 weeks to go. This would be in about 10 days. And shit is pretty wild. Let's go take a look at it right now. Let's go live action. Are you ready for it? All right, we're watching this Kerchunks a lot. You see that in this system? Okay, so this is the thing, or somewhere around here is the thing I thought we would see possibly come up. I'm sure it's still an option since it's just jailed on here, but we will keep an outlook. Now we're taking a look at my love life in the future. It looks like my 7 really good options are still kind of doggy paddling and walking in a circle, deciding whether they want to take a step that big between the veil. I'm like, hell yeah, my kisses are totally worth it. Raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling on my head. That's not true. It was sunny today. It was very cool in Houston. Beautiful morning. The sun is bright and shiny. Here's your non-rejected projected rainfall totals with some possible tornadic activity in a large red chunk up by the North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming. Why do I always miss a state? Even I always have room for improvement. But we are talking about some heavy rainfalls in East Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Tennessee. Oh, dang, you could name them at home by yourself, or if you're with friends. Plus, we got this other thing, which maybe we're bringing moisture up into the southwest of the United States and Mexico. I just sensed that somebody out there was like, I don't like him in a good mood. And I was like, dude, what if I don't like me in a good mood? That'd be weird, you know? Or watching the frames crawl along on our technology photographs of our planet. Did they put in a curve? Is the Earth flat? Is it round? Is it a torus? Is it a donut? Is it a simulation? I don't even know, man. I can't verify either way. My powers do not include high flying over the planet itself. If it did, I would tell you. It'd probably be easier to get dates. Oh yeah, that is a full about to be blown situation we got going down by South Mexico, Guatemala, the Popocatépetl volcano range. Look at that, man. That is flipping wild. That is flipping crazy. That is a lot of moisture and just a lot of shit blowing up. Let's check it out. And a whole nother looksy thingy. What do you say? You still got dry air off of South California and Mexico. And then I'm sure we're probably going to get a volcano signal down here by Chile. And the volcano range is over here. And all the wildfires are over here. And isn't it weird how like all the volcanoes are on that one ring? Pretty much. Mostly. It's almost like the jets of the planet when it needs to go faster or whatever. Yes, the weather is always interesting. It's definitely a smoke 'em if you got a moment as we wait for it to fully load. Did you see that little purple square? I did. Definitely smoke 'em if you got them. Whoa. Perps. Scissor. Everywhere. Little purple square, what are you? I'm zooming in. I can do that. There's the big perps. And then we get the little purple square. What does it mean, man? Right there. Yeah, it is definitely. That looks like a volcano eruption. Possibly. We will check. I'll go check Popocatépetl. Wait, I can do that. This is the internet. This is on the 14th. Eruption warning. It's from the 18th. Erupted at dawn. From the 18th. All right. Let's go to latest. Latest and greatest. Yep, there you go. We definitely have activity coming out of. I'm going to translate this tweet because I have not yet have a señorita teach me the ways of the Spanish speaking. Although someday I would love to. Selena, I don't know if Ariana speaks Spanish. Thus the dawn of the volcano Popocatépetl, exhalations of water, vapor, gases, and low ash content are dispersed into the northwest of the state. So yeah, so during all that shit, we're seeing major volcano and some weird chunk thingy. What are you, weird chunk thingy? Aliens. I don't know why aliens like volcanoes so much, but then who doesn't? I love them. They're fascinating. Volcanoes. Okay. If you're in the red, it's gonna be rainy over the next week. I repeat, if you're in the red, it's gonna be rainy over the next week. Yeah, at minimum, I think we're getting a hurricane in September and a hurricane in October, and we could even see 3 or 4. Most of the conditions are favorable all the way up to New Jersey and almost into New York. So, yeah. And now we're slow framing it on the total precipitable water animated map. You can see a ton of moisture in the pink that looks to be heading north into Mexico, and some of it will end up in the southwest in a great rotating thingy. You see a pink spot by Florida that will add moisture to the area. You see some pink spots rolling off of the tip is that Guatemala area towards Texas. No, it doesn't look like a hurricane, but we will continue to watch. I might have been 10 days early. But in general, we're seeing new chunky waves of flows. And so the next chunky wave of flow like that we will see in 3 areas will be hurricanic. You see what I'm saying? When the lows all come in these chunks, they come in like flying chunks, like the flying Woolindens. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe. So you get one here, and then one coming here. We may see this pattern repeat. Whether one comes from down here or they come from here, I wouldn't be surprised to see multiples. Remember, our September hurricane, which is the models continue to show, although it's still in the GFS, it's not on these. The model I showed you earlier has it going way up here. Okay, so I'm bringing you the best because you guys are the best. I love all your support and help and all the letters. Dude, seriously, you guys send the best letters. You can send it to T. Lewison, 5430 Birdwood Road, 416, Houston, Texas, 77096. I got a PayPal link, a Venmo link, CashApp link, Patron. There's a $5 option. Just means you're an awesome supporter. Yeah, and I'm going to talk more about that story, but the slightly higher risk than already before with all the gas giants, the Cascadia Megaquake. Special thanks again to Lynn S., Ken B., Crystal D., Stephen C., Robert L., and Vera A. I got to get t-shirts in the mail. Hopefully I'll do that by Friday. That's tomorrow. But thanks again, y'all. I think Lynn only had one in. You guys are great, and I do what I can to bring you my style of stuff. All right. God bless everyone. Asteroid Fight Club forever. Asteroid Fight Club will survive. And let's try and close this August out strong, although it's going to get weird. It's going to get weird.